Hi. Further to our discussions of trans fatty acids, what is the role of trans fatty acids in bakery fats? Is trans fatty acids necessary in bakery fats, or can it be eliminated in bakery fats? Yes, it can. But first, we need to understand that India is a tropical country where the ambient temperature hovers around plus 45 degrees centigrade, and maximum of the bakers are basically artisan bakers. What are artisan bakers? Artisan bakers means they have a oven behind and a retail shop in the front. Then you have got a hub and spoke model where there is centralized bakery and they have got franchisee stores where the equipment and workers are a little polished. And then you have got institutions. Non-trans fatty acids bakery fats will be applicable in these two models. Why? Because education level is high, workers are skilled, equipments are better. The first and foremost, any trans fatty acids will have to be used at AC conditions. And second, the mixer speed has to go slow. Mixing has to be slow. In a bakery, we have got a puff, or we call it khari in Maharashtra. This comes under the category of laminated puff pastry. You have got cookies. This I'm talking about the percentage of fat in the recipe. Then you have got pound cake. Then you have got a bar cake or a cupcake. And lastly, you have got breads. The least fat used is in bread. A bar and a cupcake can do with oil, a liquid oil. But a pound cake, sometimes a good quality cookie and puff will require structured fats which can withhold the ambient temperatures of the country, especially while working with artisan bakers. Now, the question is, what does trans fats do? I shall typically take the example of puff and khari, which comes under laminated puff pastry. Now, laminated puff pastry means you have prepared a dough and then you are plasticizing a fat over it. So, the trans fatty acids in hydrogenated fats acts as a lubricating grease. That means the softer oils is playing the role of a lubricating grease, and this is the enmeshing agent, as a result of which there is plasticity over the dough. But you have a limit of 2% trans by FSSI. Beyond that, it is not allowed. So that means within this nomenclature, the product has to be functional. That means when the temperature rises, the fat in the dough, that means this is the dough and over which the fat is plasticized. As the temperature rises in the bakery, the dough slackens. That means it gets softer, as well as the fat also gets softer. So the fat has a tendency to enter inside the dough, as a result of which the flakiness or the layer separation of the puff decreases. Now this trans fatty acids has a wonderful ability to hold on, that means to for the fat not to soften fast. Now, if I were to use fats with zero trans, that means my dough has to be always at colder temperatures. So in this video, we spoke about the role of trans fatty acids in laminated puff pastry. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the use of trans fatty acids and how we can eliminate in cookie and pound cake. Thank you so much.